All right.
Welcome to A Connection is a Connection, the show where we take a break from business talk and dive into the personal side of things. Today, we're sitting down with our guest, Ed, to uncover the stories, quirks, and passions that may make him tick. Let's have some fun and get to know him like never before. First, give a warm welcome to our guest, Ed.
Thank you. Thank you.
We're so excited to have you. We're here to keep it light and fun, so let's hop into some questions. But first, can you give us a brief introduction about yourself?
Yes, my name is Ed Zuniga. I'm born and raised in Guatemala, where all the bananas that you guys eat here in the United States are planted, and pretty much Chiquita banana, the Monte banana, and even the Monte pineapple. So we have kind of like the environment we have in Hawaii because we have Pacific and ocean, and because we have the kind of atmosphere. We have a lot of vegetables, a lot of fruits, and they grow itself. And well, I came to the United States back in 1998, specifically no November 19, 1998. So I don't know, the numbers match it up sometimes, but one time I go back to Guatemala in November 19 again, and one of my nieces was 19 years old. Like I said, why, I'm
19.
coming back in 19 years, the, month 11 and 9, and it was November 19th. So, which is right exactly the time when I left Guatemala. But, we buy the lottery and we went with that number 19, so which is good. The numbers always say something, right?
Yeah.
So now I have 27 years here. I'm gonna be 47, which is I work with the 47 president, very close, and here we are. Here we are.
We're so excited to have you. Thank you for coming. Let's hop into some questions.
Okay,
All right. You ready?
I'm ready.
If you could apologize to someone from your past, who would it be and why?
To my mother, because sometimes when you are in certain age, you don't value the way how magnificent is your mother. And I have the privilege to live with my mother for not too long time, and then when I came to the United States, she passed away. So that's been like probably 23 years ago. And of course, I'm going back to my mother, because she's the one create this little human being.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so of course, all my respect for every single woman, for every single mother out there. And basically too, it's something in my community that is happening right now that I'm not too excited, and I want to send this message to all my Latino community, that we have to get united and fight for this nation, but fight for this community too.
Yes.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah. If you could make the ultimate sandwich, what would it be?
I will say it's a mixture, with provolone cheese and probably some serrano ham, which is from Spain,
Oh.
but specifically pata negra ham, which is based on black olives.
Ooh,
They eat black
wow.
olives, and that's why the meat is black. But and now it's very expensive, but it's very tasty, and it's pure oils in it. Very helpful for your brains.
Do they sell that here?
I've never heard of that.
Well,
It's awesome.
you have to research, and it's Serrano. I'm not making like an advertisement for them. I'm just saying it's a good product. Yeah,
Where can you get it?
you can get it maybe in Miami,
Hold
and
on.
then you can get it on Amazon.
The ham,
The ham and
and you can get it in Miami.
you can get it from Miami. I ordered one time a Serrano leg, which is the ham with the bone in, and it costs like $80 or $90. But
Oh my gosh.
an ounce of a pata negra is like 150 for like 2 or 3 ounces. So
Wow.
it's extremely expensive. So when I bought up, I was just cutting a little pieces with my glass of wine and just enjoying
Yeah.
that meat. And I recommend to do it. Yeah,
That sounds
because the taste is
awesome.
totally different. Even when you press the meat, you can see how the oil comes down. Because it's very fermented. So and it's a pure oil. Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds so good. So that would be on your ultimate sandwich.
Well, for sure. I mean,
Definitely,
that's definitely the
like, oh,
ultimate.
That sounds so good.
Yeah.
set some arugula in it, and
I don't think that could be anything more ultimate than that.
That's perfect.
put whatever you can, whatever you have there, and
A
make it
concoction
happen.
of everything together.
Definitely put a little sweetness in it.
A little bit.
If you could pick one animal to run a business, what animal and what business would it be?
I will say I'm not gonna. You know, I don't think I have the guts to use an animal for a business. Um, and I've been thinking if I'm gonna be a vegetarian because, like, I think the animals can feel too. And I don't see myself hurting anybody or even any pet.
Well, if it would be fake, it's just fake.
Bake it, but don't tell me how you do it.
What would it be?
A pig?
Well, why not?
There you go.
Okay.
Why not?
And
Now
what,
you
what
now
kind
you
of
made me
business?
go into that question and really accept it, right?
What kind of business?
What kind of business would the pig own?
Yeah.
I will say a sandwich business because the Cuban sandwich is so good and it's based on pork. So that's why I would say like
That would
the
be awkward.
sandwich business.
Pig! Poor guy.
If you could leave one lasting impression on everyone you meet, what would it be?
A hug. I think through one hug you can transmit to another person the way God is designed to us is to share the love with everybody and give them a hug to somebody. The problem is sometimes people feel weird. I don't know why. If your love is true, you
Mhm.
know, I believe there is no scarcism in it. So I will say a hug.
Sure.
It means a lot for me, but for many people, I don't know.
It's true.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah.
What's a tradition in your family or culture that holds deep meaning for you?
Well, actually, a person just asked me when you become a grassroots, and I said, "Well, I'm since I born because my family it's believe in God, and I think the Constitution of United States is based on the Bible, on the principles of the Bible. So those are my same values. So
There we go.
That's
yeah,
amazing.
God, family, freedom, right?
Yes.
Free the speech. That's why we're here now because we can speak anywhere we are.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Ed, we have a special question that we ask every single one of our guests.
Okay.
What are you doing for God?
Well, actually, there is nothing that I can do for God. It's just be obedient. And sometimes God, it's already, He want to give us things, but we keep talking and talking and talking. And sometimes you need to be in a quiet time to listen His words. Yeah.
If you could relive one day of your life, which one would it be and why?
It's today. Because tomorrow, just God knows if we're going to be here.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful answer. I love that.
So true.
It's so
Yes.
true. What's a story from your past that you've never told anyone until now?
Uh basically, I pretty much say everything about my life. Is depend with who you are talking and what kind of conversation we have. And but basically, it's all my stories are out there and where I'm come from. And I grew up with no father. That's thing that many people don't know. And be a hustle since I was 7 years old working. And but always is one principle, and it's when your mother or father said like, hey, don't do this, don't do that, and then when you are on the middle of the temptation, you remember those words and then just walk away from the danger. That's all I can say.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And also that you were a soccer player, you moved out here.
Well, actually, that was one transition of my life
Mhm.
because I don't know where God want to take me, but every day is different.
Yeah.
Yes.
Today I can be a player, tomorrow I can be a winner, and today I just live this
I
moment.
love that. That's amazing.
Mhm.
When do you feel the most at peace or truly yourself?
You know what? Interesting question, and it's not happening all of the time. It's just those moments when you can feel and hear your breathing, and when you breathe, you feel that all the oxygen going to all your cells. It's when you definitely said God is real, you
Yeah.
know, because
Wow.
you can feel yourself.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
If your pet could talk, what's the one thing they'd expose about you?
So much love that I have for my pet.
Oh, do you have a
Yes.
pet?
I do have a Chihuahua, and
So
yes, you
cute.
know, and I have a exact people with Cane Corso, which is a monster dog, but
Yeah.
she's the queen. And whatever, you know, when he's going down and she start attacking him, like, where are you going, you know? And I can understand that type of language because I understand my pets.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Oh, that's so sweet. If you had to eat one weird food combination for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Oh, that's a hard question. Maybe a food with a lot of seasoning in it, and seasoning that my tongue doesn't try before.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Probably that, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
Like some type of chile or
Kinda, but you know, there is some food that I don't want to say from where. You probably you guys have to guess that, you know, the question you guys give me, but I will say there is so many foods that has a lot of seasons, and it definitely causes a lot of, you know,
Yeah.
inflammation in your guts, and yeah, those type of foods.
For
Yeah.
sure. Well, that is it for our questions.
And thank you so much for your time. Can you give us a little of a 30-second commercial about what you do or whatever you want to say, and then how people can contact with you?
Well, actually, basically, I'm a connector and business consultant, uh, but I move in different areas into the hotel industry, into the development, commercial developments, and residential and commercial solar energy. So, whatever you guys need over there, that we are here to serve the community, especially the Latino community. But we not only go with Latinos, we go with black, whites, you know, Asians, and we just trying to make the difference in this generation. And our services are, you know, first class, and we are part of the Better Business Bureau. If you guys want to go to easy solar and easy-solarenergy.com, and you can see, you know, all the programs we have into the our page. But if you guys want to contact us, just text to 623-693-6839, and please help us to make this show bigger and bigger.
Thank you so much. It was so much fun having you today. Thank you for your
I
time.
appreciate your time
Thank
too, and I know you guys are rock sky, and soon I think you guys gonna be with the Shark Tanks.
Okay, we hope so.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, and stay tuned for the next interview.
All right.